When we disrespect self, how can we expect others to respect us? And that doesn't give any balling rights to anyone to insult you, even if you are insulting yourself. But you have to mitigate self first. In the concrete jungle plantations, let's start with the N word. The unthinkable people say we own it, we have the right to use it. Hell no. I refuse to be called the N-word. I refuse to use foul languages. I refuse to listen to music that insults my sisters, my mothers, my aunts. Don't end me because I was never end. Yes, there were moments when we grew away from the N-word and embraced and black and proud. But even that, it was a definition and description of us after our names were taken away. Name is a DNA. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal's great ancestors were called Tombolo and never changed their name. Imagine Michael Jordan, great were called Obama or Obama mismos. Their Africanness will never be questioned. So let us move away from this blackization of blacks and be proud Africans. We can be Americans, but we know we are Africans. We can be Canadians, but we know we are Africans. We can be British, but we know we are Africans. Just like the Germans, the English, the French, the Dutch, whatever they are. But every time the N-word becomes an issue, when our cousins, the purported privileged people, use it to insult us, even though they have no audacity or right to do it. But it's because the money-driven market have taken musicians to overutilize and over-monetize it. It never started with hip-hop. You know, musical culture have been a key golden thing. But we insult each other. Comedians do it. And when we get upset with one another, we do it. When we hang around with other people, we use it because they are our friends until it gets out of hand. We have to stop insulting ourselves. It's in the news now already, a former coach, the Phoenix Suns, speaking out about the N-word being used by the owner of a team. But that's not new. We know it. Sadly, we ourselves in our own confused mind are using it. That brings me to the question of two particular countries, Sierra Leone and Nigeria. How the children of those soils insult themselves by rubbishing their country. There's nothing good they want to talk about their country. A large up to musicians, Afrobeat musicians and movie makers, you know, the King Sunny Ade starting King Fela, and now the young generation of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade, Idris, Nigeria, Jaga, all those pioneering that have changed the dynamics. Now Afrobeat is played on the largest airwaves. We had a brother here in a community station that we never play African music. Times have caught up with him. You know who I'm talking about. But you know, there's some of us who born in villages from our countries, but we rubbish our country. We call sweet home. There's nothing good about the country, we say. And we say, oh, the country is difficult. Tourists are not. How can tourists go when you're supposed to be a free will ambassador? Yes, we can critique. You know, I got a text message sent to me just yesterday about somebody who have traveled to Freetown and was breaking down the inconveniences. Yes, they're there. And you were asking why there are no tourists going when you're bad mouthwash in your country. What have you done? Ask what you can do for your country, not what your country can do for you. 419 Nigeria. You meet Nigerians, even when their brothers and sisters are worried. Nigerians are one of the most productive and innovative people. And when you join in the confused insulting of Nigeria as 419, when your brother is doing well because you don't like them, which country doesn't have criminals? You know? And every time they catch one person who is called a particular name, it is blanketed Nigerian. And we keep saying Africa must be respected, but Africans should start respecting. We'll obey all the rules and regulations when we're outside of Africa. The moment we go to our countries, we don't respect them. And we expect things to change. Yes, changes come with all of us. You know, if things have not changed in Sierra Leone for the last 15 years, would you expect a new government to magically bring gold in state in Sierra Leone? When they say free education, professors, teachers are still conveying conveniency matters. When they say electricity, people are chopping on the side. And all these legal experts will not talk about issues. Let us stop ridiculing ourselves. Foreign observers are not going to change us. We have to change. When a wrong is wrong, we should cite it. Not just when a sitting president that you don't like or a government, we have to cry. Some of us are not political prostitutes. So we deal with inconveniences that matters. Like for now, we are saying to President Bill that a tribunal is an unnecessary liens against an auditor general. So that's an oversight, and it is not going to happen. So all of you who are putting on your arms, you've missed the ballpoint. But those who keep insulting, December is coming, they pack their bags and go. Don't you see airport and seaport criminals breaking into people's bags all over? What we should be doing is bring suggestions to government. And what we should do in all these comedians, big name comedians, social people, stop using the N word and let's challenge it. Refuse to be N and refuse to buy music, lyrics that gangsterlize our progressive social forum. Respect self and others we respect. Yeah. It's pathetic when you see people thinking just everything is ethnicalized. Africa is one of the most harmonious places if these politicians can stop using the dubious divide and conquer borrowed. Look at Europe. They cannot live with one another.